Hey guys, what's going on? Bojo here, and we are back. The Game 7, the frickin' Stanley Cup went to Game 7, the Campbell versus Bernier ordeal, but we managed to escape it with a 3-1 win in Game 7 to win the Stanley Cup, man. What a game, what a series that was. Former Flyers, former Blue Jackets everywhere throughout this series, but it was crazy. But now, before we get into the draft and whatnot, we have to make some decisions here because these next couple of years are going to be some big re-signing years. So this video is going to be pretty much for you guys to help me out and let me know who we should trade, who we should trade, who we should sign, shouldn't we sign, who should we release, and all that good stuff, so that we can make some salary cap room. Because we don't need to sign that many players, but we do need to sign a couple important players. So let's go, and we're just gonna check out the contracts and see how everybody jumped up this year, and then we're gonna check that out. And so you guys can just go crazy in the suggestions in the comments down below and see what we can do. Okay, so let's start with contracts, and let's go from the back and work our way up. So let's take a look at the goalies and see how they turned out. So Jack Campbell and Gordon Peckham are both now 83 overall. So Jack Campbell went up to an 83, and Gordon Peckham also jumped up to an 83 now. Both are around pretty good age periods. Jack Campbell is 25. Gordon Peckham is only 21. So he has 4 years on him, and we do have to sign Campbell this year. Now, uh, after this year, Gordon Peckham will have 2 more years on his contract. So I would think we should sign Jack Campbell to probably a 2-year deal. That way, we run with Gordon Peckham this year, get him really good, and then next year we could trade Jack Campbell away to release some of the salary cap, because he's going to be wanting at least around 4 or 5 mil for a 2-year deal this coming when we have to sign him this year. But let's take a look at their stats real quick, see how good they got. So Campbell, reflex category is all right. Kind of wanted to be 4.5 stars, but 4 stars isn't that bad. He's got a couple 90s in there. He's a very good puck control person. As puck playing frequency 76. He has good rebound control and shot recovery, so that's good. And his athletic category is up in upper 80s. Not very good vision, but still, it's all right for what his overall is. So let's check out Gordon Peckham, the man. Jumped up a lot this year, so his reflexes category is much better than Campbell's. 4.5 stars. He's got a couple 90s as well, high 80s, mid 80s. Puck control, and not that much. Not as good as Campbell's, but rebound control and shot recovery around in the 83, 80 area, so that's not that bad. And then the athletic category, it's about the same as what Jack Campbell is. Speed's good, vision's not as good as well, but still, it's about the same. But Gordon Peckham definitely has the better reflexes category, but still, we're gonna run with both of these guys throughout the season this year, and a 2 win-loss ratio for both of them. So we're pretty much done with our goalie situation. We really don't need to scout any more goalies for the rest of this GMO commentary, because we can just run with Gordon Peckham for the next, what is it? We're going into year 6, so we could run with him for the next, like, 5 years, because he'll be only, like 26 or something like that, and that'll be perfect age. So he'll be getting really good in the coming years, so we're definitely going to run with him this year. So the goalie conversation is pretty much taken care of. Now, let's get into defense. Let's check out these overalls on defense. Okay, so Ryan Murray, still an 88 overall. Okay, so he didn't move at all. Jamie McBain. Okay, go crazy, guys, because I know you guys keep saying the trade Jamie McBain, trade Jamie McBain. Now, like I keep saying, like his defensive category is very good for an offensive defenseman. Upper 80s and everywhere. Very good discipline, so he's not taking penalties. Offensive awareness is good. His passing, all his puck skills are pretty good. He's a good skater. It's decent shot. But you guys keep saying that I can trade Jamie McBain for like the Josh Morrisseys and like the Griffin Reinhardts and like that, just for a younger offensive defenseman with better stats than him, and you could probably get him for cheaper. Now I know for a fact that that Josh Morrissey and Griffin Reinhardt's contract are both have to be signed by the Islanders and the Calgary Flames this year. Now I could technically trade Jamie McBain for one of them and probably sign them to a very long-term deal and cheaper than a $5.3 million contract. Now I probably could do that. It's the decision on whether or not I want to do that, which I wouldn't see a problem with it if I can get a cheaper and better player than Jamie McBain is. I wouldn't mind doing that at all. So leave in the comments who we could trade for. I'll go over like the young defenseman in a minute because I definitely need another defenseman back anyway. So let's see. Petrovic, yeah, he's still getting is doing good. He went up. He went up to an 85, I think. I think it was 84 last year or an 86. I don't know. I forget. He's going good. Joseph Morrow went up to an 84. Okay, that's good. He jumped up one. Shea Theodore jumped up to an 83. Okay, so we're going to have to sign him. Long-term deal for as cheap as possible. Probably a 5 or 6 year deal for Shea Theodore. That'd be very good. They're 21 years old. Very good. Let's check out how his stats are looking. Defensive awareness. Defensive category starting to get up there. Senses are already good. His puck skills are good. Look at that offensive category. 97 slap shot power. Dear God. Good skater. Not as good physically, but he has 99 body checking though, so that's pretty good. Not the best regular season for Shea Theodore, but alright, playoffs at a plus 13, but still, he's getting pretty good. And then Duncan Simons didn't move at all. Just give him a year. If he has one good year, there's no doubt in my mind that Duncan Simons will just boost up to where maybe where Petrovic is at, up to an 83, so that'll be good. So we're fine with young defensemen. I mean, we got a lot of young defensemen. I mean, Simons is 23, Theodore's 21, Joseph Morrow's 24, Petrovic's 25, and Ryan Murray's 23. Jamie McBain is the only wild card in there who's over the age of 27, so at 29. So we could probably trade Jamie McBain and get a really good young defensive core blooming here in Philly. And then Artturi Lehkonen still, he's he's coming up there as well. He has one more year on his two-way deal, so we could actually, he's probably a top 6 right now, I bet. Yep, top 6. So we could probably just let him play in the minors for one more year, and then possibly move him up, or he could just be a trade asset next year. Yeah, he could be a trade asset, maybe come the trade deadline or something like that if we need to make a deal for somebody. And then all just these guys down here, yeah, Bourdon. We don't really have any much more depth on defense because no defensive prospects really, because we don't really need them because we got all of our nice studs up here. Artturi Lehkonen is really our only defensive prospect, and that's really all we need right now. Okay, so let's check out all these forwards. So Giroux, we know you guys know the deal with Giroux. He's staying on here for now, 10.4. Yeah, I know, hefty contract, but we're gonna work around it. Franchise player, Captain Giroux, he's not going anywhere. We're gonna have to work around his contract. So Galchenyuk still an 89. Like I said, same thing with like the defenseman. Give him one more very good year of like an amazing point season. This guy's gonna jump up to probably like maybe even above a 90. I can see him jumping to above a 90. Give him maybe like 2 more years. He's only 23 years old, so he has plenty of time left. But look at this guy, Brayden Schenn, jumped up to an 87. Ooh, man, is he a first liner now? No, he's still technically considered a second liner. It's probably because his I don't know why. It's probably that census category that's a little bit lower than everything else. I mean, his offensive category it's pretty decent. His defensive category is outstanding right now. 90 defensive awareness, good face-offs, good shot blocking, good stick checking. I mean, technically I could throw him on the first line, and there would be no problem with that. I don't think you guys would have a problem with that anyway. I mean, he had second line, he had power, he had off and on throughout the season. He had power play time, penalty kill time. During the playoffs, he didn't really do that much in the playoffs. I mean, only 5 points, and he was a minus player during the playoffs. But he had a pretty good season on that second line, 54 points in 82 games, had a +7. Most penalty minutes he's had this year, that's because he was on the second line. He's been playing on the third line and the fourth line. Well, the third line for the past couple of years. But, yeah, man, that second line duty this year really jumped him up. So, let me know. I think, like, I would not have a problem with trading away Ennis and Voracek and letting Brayden Schenn play on the first line because then we would have something on the first line that we have not had throughout this entire GMO commentary on the first line. That is a person who can take face-offs. I mean, look at Giroux and Galchenyuk. I mean, Giroux has 67 face-offs. Both of these guys are natural centers, and their face-offs just flat out stink. So, I mean, we could throw frickin' Brayden Schenn on the first line, and I would not have a problem with that. Let him take the face-off, so throw Giroux and Galchenyuk on their on the wings, on each wing that they would be comfortable with, and just let these 3 guys deal out. And Schenn's only 25, so he might hit that cap soon where he might just turn to a White Stars, but he still probably has the potential to go up to maybe a 90. I could see it. I could see him, man. He could jump up right up there. I mean, he still has the 4 gold stars. He probably has one more year left before he can jump back up there. I mean, an 86 86, 87 overall second liner for 3 mil. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, man. That's a perfect deal for Brayden Schenn. He's gonna want a lot of money, but I have to keep this guy around for as long as possible. Now, these three guys, here we go. Now we have to make a decision here. So Voracek jumped back up to an 87. So I did, yeah. I was gonna say there's no doubt in my mind that he will go back to a first liner, which he is. Now he has the same almost offensive category as Brayden Schenn. I think Brayden Schenn might have a better slap shot than Voracek does, but defense Schenn's better than defensively than Voracek. Only thing he has better than him is probably his skating and his senses. He doesn't take that many penalties, but he had a bounce back year, sort of. 59 points in 82 games, almost had a 60-point season on the second line, which is what you want for your second liners to get 60 points. So he bounced back from it and went back up to an 87. Now this guy just, so we have to make a decision on him. Ennis and Voracek are exactly the same age, only 1.1 mil difference in their contracts. Ennis's contract comes up sooner than Voracek's does. But this guy just seems to score goals. I mean, look at the year he had last year. 45 goals this year. This year he pretty much swapped his goals and assists. Didn't have that many goals this year, but had many assists. But then look at the playoffs. I mean, this guy just killed it in the playoffs. 9 points, 9 goals, and 12 assists in 21 games, had 21 points in 21 games. He was a point-a-game player in the playoffs. This guy just seemed to score goals in the playoffs, and that's probably why I want to keep Tyler Ennis over I do want to keep Jakub Voracek, because he can score goals. He can score goals more than Jakub Voracek can score goals. So that's the only reason I wanted to trade Ennis. I mean, he has one less year in his contract. I could trade him. Well, I would have to trade him this year if I want to think about it. This year, I could always release him in the free agency and see what happens, but and he's a first liner. He's a first liner, obviously, because of that offensive category. Very good offensive category. I mean, but the Giroux, Galchenyuk, and Ennis lineup has been working throughout the past couple of years. So, I mean, you could throw him back down in the second line and wouldn't be a problem. But now this one's difficult because Skinner is still on that $5.7 million contract from the Carolina Hurricanes that we picked up. He was signed for a really long-term deal. He's still a second liner, still has the 4.5 gold stars. Skinner's technically a first liner as well. Now, why is that he is considered a second liner? I think it's because his skating has jumped up a lot. His senses are up around the same area. Puck skills are around the same area. Shooting, I mean, he has the same shot as pretty much Brayden Schenn does, and he got pretty much the same points as both Ennis, as Voracek and Schenn did last year, 54 points in 82 games. I mean, this year, that one was the Carolina year, I think. No, that might have been the Philly year. I forget when we got him. I think it was year 2 we got him, so that was half Carolina, half Philly, but I don't know about Brayden Schenn, man. He's on a 2-way contract, so if we can't, I mean, I don't want to do that. I don't want to throw him in the minors just because we can't use him on the team. It's a big contract for a second liner, but I don't know. I just want to keep Jeff Skinner on this team just because he still has the 4.5 gold stars and he still can get better. So we could technically have 3 people who could play on the first line, but I think we pretty much agree that Jakub Voracek is gone. I think we could all agree on that because if we move. Because Wayne Simmonds he's the guy who could take over for Voracek on that second line just to give some depth. And Wayne Simmonds he's not bad. Has the good offensive category. I mean, he was playing on the third line this year. That's why he bumped down to an 84. But if we throw him back on that second line again, he can get that 63 points. He can get that 71 points that he had in that second line year. I mean, look what he did on the second line. He did amazing those 2 years that we had him on the second line. 71 points, 63 points. That's what you want from a second liner. So we could throw him back on that second line, and he could help out Jeff Skinner and Tyler Ennis and or Brayden Schenn. Brayden Schenn get the points they need. So, I mean, he can get it done. He can get it done in the second line. So then if we look down here, Eric Wellwood, 83, good penalty kill guy, third liner. Cheap third liner. So he still stays on there. Ryan O'Reilly, he didn't bump up any much, 81. Still the same guy he was. Sean Couturier bumped up to an 81, so I think now he is a third liner. Yes, he is. His defensive category is finally getting to where I want it to be. I know a bunch of you guys were saying, oh man, if you want Sean Couturier to really progress, you got to bump him up to that third line. I probably have to do that this year. So if Wayne Simmons moves up to the third line, Ryan O'Reilly Sean Couturier can finally move up to that third line for once. So that's a very good defensive line with Eric Wellwood, Ryan O'Reilly, and Couturier. So now we're getting down to the fourth line, guys. So Zabinajad, I don't know. Whatever you want. His defensive category is pretty good for what I want for fourth line guy. It's 84, 81, 85. Puck skills are good. Good discipline. Passing is all right. Not the best shot. He's got a good slap shot. But the thing is, he was already on a $1.3 million contract. That was a two-way deal. So he may want $2 million, and that's the problem I'm thinking, because if we need to sign Krutz, I could see Sean Couturier asking for a lot of money. I don't know why. I just have a hunch that Couturier would ask for a lot of money, and then Zibanejad would probably ask for like $2 million, and I don't know if I could cover that. Now that's the problem I had. I don't want to get rid of Zibanejad, but I may have to. So you guys can let me know on that. Jordan Wheel, I expected Jordan Wheel to jump up a lot more than only 2 overalls, up to a 79. He is a third liner as well. Defense is okay. Shooting is alright. I mean, the guy had an amazing year in the minors last year, 81 points in 73 games, plus 39. And then the playoff stats. Yeah, he played a couple games where we needed him for the NHL. He had 1 point, 1 assist. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about these. I might have to just release them to free agency. It'll have to depend, because Roden went down to a 79 as well. So we need to make a decision here on which guys we want to keep for our fourth line. We have 4 guys we have to choose from. So we have Mika Zibanejad, Jordan Wheel, Anton Roden, and Jaden Hart. Now Jaden Hart went down to a 77, but he's still only 22 years old. He is very young. He's still technically considered a fourth liner. He's got the face-offs. He's got the good defensive awareness at 98. Shot blocking and stick checking are very good. I could sign this guy long term. I mean, he was only on a .72 contract, and I can't see him. Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. I can't see I can't see Jaden Hart asking more than $1 million. I could sign him cheap, extremely cheap. Let him play on that fourth line, and because he's the face-off guy. So if I can get Jaden Hart for cheap, I'm going to sign him for cheap as possible and for a good, decent long-year contract. So, and plus he's 22 years old. He's got the youth. And he has the potential to get up there. Because what player type is he? He's a two-way forward. Yeah, he can get up there. He can boost up there if he has a good year. The only reason that he may not is because he's not going to be playing on the penalty kill lines. Now, Anton Roden, he went down to a 79. He's still got the great defensive category, 90, 84, 88. Discipline, it's alright. Physical, I just like him for that defensive category. That's really all I like Anton Roden for. 2.6 mil. That's a little bit steep. Now, he has a better defensive category than Zibanejad does. But if I can get Zibanejad cheaper than I could Anton Roden, I may want to trade Anton Roden away and see if I can give Zibanejad a chance to develop, because Roden is... How old is Roden? Roden's 26, and I can see him capping off. He's only 3.5 gold stars. I may want to trade Anton Roden, too, and just sign Zibanejad for the fourth line. And then we could have Zibanejad, Jordan Wheel, and Jaden Hart play on the fourth line. Now, it's not a grindy third line. It's more of a... I mean, Jaden Hart and Zibanejad are the 2 defensive guys, and then Jordan Wheel is the 1 offensive guy for the fourth line. Now, I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with playing that. Now, if they have good years, they obviously can go up there, but Zibanejad and Wheel are technically third liners, so we'll have to see about that. I may want to do that. I may just want to trade Roden away because he's getting near that cap, and I could just sign Mika Zibanejad because he's 2 years younger. I could probably sign him for cheaper than 2.6. Yeah, I think I may want to do that, so I think I might want to trade Anton Roden as well. And then let's take a look at our rookies. We can actually trade away some of these rookies too. We can probably trade away some of the 3.5-star guys because remember we do have those 2 very high draft picks this year, which we will probably get 4-star players. But still, these guys are Nick Cousins is progressing very slowly. He's getting up there. He may reach Jordan Wheel status by in like 2 or 3 more years. But Bajork, same thing. Sean Monahan jumped up a good bit. Juuso Ikonen jumped up as well. So we got a couple prospects down there that we can work with. And that's basically it. So how much money do we actually have to work with this coming year? We have 13.3 mil. If we get rid of Voracek, that'll release 5.3, so that'll leave us with about 18.6. And then if we get rid of Roden, we can have another 2, so that'll give us about 21 mil. And then if we decide to get rid of Ennis too, then we can get another 5. That'll be 26 mil to work with. That's might be a big salary shed year, guys. So that's basically it. So we see the overalls about these guys. So leave in the comments about what we should do with all these guys. Obviously the restricted free agents, don't worry about them. I'll take care of them. Ovechkin and Lovejoy are probably going to get out of here. I can sign some rookies if they're available. And Bourdon, yeah, he can get out of here too. So just let me know in the comments, guys, what we should do for this year. If you guys like my suggestions or not, leave your suggestions as well in the comments. But before I go, how much time we got left? 21. Okay, I got a couple minutes. Let's take a look at the defensive guys I was talking about earlier who we could trade for Jamie McBain. Because remember, McBain has a very good trade value still. He has a pretty good trade value. So let's take a look at the top defensemen, the young guys, the young guns on defense. Moshmeyer, no, we don't need him. No. Where's the young guys at? Okay, Morgan Riley may be one guy too. 83, 23. It depends. Morgan Riley, I think, might have a higher trade value than Jamie McBain does. May have to give up a couple prospects for Morgan Riley, which I'm okay with. I could give up Nick Cousins and Bajork and pretty much replace them with the 2 draft picks I would get this year, and I could get Morgan Riley on my team. I could probably sign him for same thing, long-term and cheap. I would be all right with that because Morgan Riley is actually very good as well. Offensive category is amazing. He's top 2. Defense is very good. Senses he's not going to be taking penalties, so he would be good. He'd be not bad. And he'd be giving them to Toronto, so it wouldn't really bother us all that much. No. Vancouver, like I said, they don't have anything. Washington, no. Bogosian, now we don't need him. Anaheim, Cam Fowler, no. Keegan Lowe, no. Well, Dougie Hamilton's a little bit too young. He's not that good enough that we want. Okay, so Josh Morrissey, we'd have to sign him this year. 22 years old, 86 overall. Offensive defenseman, he's got the offensive category where it's at. Defense is a little bit, it's not that good. I mean, the defensive awareness is good, but his shot blocking and stick checking are not that good. Morgan Riley had a better defensive category than Josh Morrissey does. Discipline it's all right. Puck skills are good. He has very good passing, 97 passing. That's a good thing about him. Skating's all right. So if I had to choose between Morrissey or Morgan Riley, I would go with Morgan Riley for right now. Why do I keep doing that? For right now. So Morgan Riley is leading the thing as of right now. Bertilson, no. Sean Elliott, no. Bowmeister, no. Nobody on there. How did Brandon Manning turn out? Yeah, see, he jumped. I told you guys, he jumped back down to an 83. I told you guys. So I traded him at the right time. His stars got out of here, and he lost 2 overall. So good thing we traded him while we did. This guy I've been seeing a couple times too. Ryan Pulock. His defense is good. Senses are good. Very good offensive category. He's 22. He's 86 overall, Dallas. I don't think he has a very high trade value as well. And he's on a very nice little contract. 2.8 for 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4. Well, after this year. So he's still on that for 3 more years. So that'd be a good person to pick up too. So we'll keep him in mind. So I wouldn't mind either getting Morgan Riley or Ryan Pulock. Either or, it doesn't matter. I'd be fine with either of them. Okay, let's continue to go through here. Kulikov, no, we'll skip on him. Gerbranson, yeah, we'll skip on him. Dumba, yeah, he's told you guys, he's still not getting any better. Dowdy, no, too much. Suter, too much. Georges, no. Tindori, no. Weber, too much. Adam Larson, his contract's a little bit too high. I want somebody who I can sign for cheaper. Here we go, defenseman for the Islanders, Griffin Reinhart. Okay, so let's check out him. He's 87. He's also top two-way. Good offensive category. He's got the good shot. Defense is... He may have a better defensive category than Morgan Riley does. He may. Discipline's a little bit there. Alright passing. How'd he do last year? He played in the NHL. He had 43 points in 82 games. That's pretty good for a defenseman. Two 40-point, back-to-back 40-point seasons for Griffin Reinhart. Be a good penalty killer. It's kind of, it's a little bit tough there. It's a little bit tough. Well, who we want to go for? McDonough? No. Delzano? No. Ottawa, Subban, Cody Ceci? No. Even though he's pretty cheap, right? And then we get back to us. So, I think it has to be between, if we do want to trade Jamie McBain, which I am considering this because I think it is a good idea to trade him away and get a cheaper, younger person who has the potential to get a lot better. If we had to pick between three people who we go after, I think it would be between Griffin Reinhart, Ryan Pulock, and Morgan Riley, who we go after for in this draft. So we have to trade McMahon at the draft to try to get one of those guys. So I think that'll be it, guys. So let me know what you guys think of all that stuff. Go crazy in the comments. And we will take it from there, and we will go to the draft in the next episode, because you guys know I'll just do a whole episode dedicated to the draft, and we'll make the trades, hopefully, if we need to make any. Maybe get some first-round picks. More per first-round picks are always good. And, yeah, we will see you guys next time. Go crazy in the comments.